Hello, I am Larson, Regional Sales Manager with Laser Technology Inc. This is the LTI 2020 TruVISION LiDAR. You can enforce more than just speeding with this. This device will support you with following too closely, distracted driving, aggressive driving enforcement, as well as seatbelt violations, and help you reduce traffic fatalities. This device produces high-resolution photo and video and truly offers the ultimate in versatility. I'm going to give you a brief orientation of the device and how to get started taking your first video. At the front, the transmit lens is at the top, the receive lens is at the bottom, and this is actually the camera lens right over here. Keep in mind, this device will automatically adjust the focus, iris, and shutter speed for you. Right above the pistol grip is the trigger. To the right of the scope is the serial number of your device, and then just below this is the communications panel with the SD card slot. There's a USB port and an Ethernet port. Please do not remove the SD card while the device is on. You will need to turn the TruVISION off before removing the SD card. On the left, you have a home for a stylus and a 6-pin serial port as well. When looking through the sighting scope, you can improve the brightness of the scope by turning this wheel, and you can vary the intensity of the aiming reticle as well. There are 8 intensity settings. To change the intensity of the reticle, power on the device, pull the trigger once to get into capture mode. Press the yellow arrow on the toolbar twice and press the red toolbar button to scroll through the intensity levels. Something you may want to consider regarding the sighting scope is a zoom scope that attaches. There is an additional charge, but when looking to acquire a target 4,000 feet away by sight or wanting to determine distracted driving or seatbelt violations, you may enjoy having a scope. I have this one here and it just threads on like this. So the battery pack is in the pistol grip. This button here is the battery pack release button. It's under the protective cover, and there's one on both sides. You're required to press both buttons at the same time to release the battery pack. Press the release buttons and just slide the battery pack out. At the bottom of the battery pack is where you will connect the charger. To insert the pack, just press firmly with the palm of your hand. Please ensure that the unit is powered off before removing the battery pack. The shoulder stock release button is here. There is one on both sides, but you're only required to use one release button to remove the shoulder stock. On the back side of the TruVISION is the LCD screen. You have 4 panel buttons. There is a speaker, and you have a power button, and then the shoulder stock insert right here. So the shoulder stock just inserts in those holes right there. The LCD screen has icons at the top that display things like battery level and capture mode. Then at the bottom, you have 4 toolbar buttons. So you'll see the modes right up here, and then here's your 4 toolbar buttons. The available toolbar buttons vary with each screen. Each screen will contain 4 toolbar buttons. There are also 4 colored soft keys that correspond to the colored toolbar buttons. You can use either one to navigate with. There are 6 capture modes. There's speed mode, rear plate mode, distance between cars, weather mode, and auto mode. All modes can be accessed by the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. To advance through the options, press the yellow arrow button. Indication of what mode is currently activated is shown at the top on the right side of the LCD screen. So right here, it's showing that I'm in the speed mode. Now, speed mode collects speed measurements and all pertinent data for oncoming or departing vehicles. Rear plate mode can be used when targeting a motorcycle or other vehicles that don't have front license plates. Distance between cars mode, or DBC, is an add-on feature for an additional cost. You can measure the speed, traveling time, and distance between two vehicles for following too closely violations. Now, moisture is reflective, so we've got weather mode. Weather such as rain, snow, or fog can make it difficult for the laser to receive signals back from the target. When weather mode is activated, the factory-defined gate setting is increased from the 50-foot minimum range to 200 feet. Auto mode automatically captures images within a fixed distance, such as school or construction zones. There are two ways to turn the TruVision on. One is to simply pull the trigger. The other is to press the power button located under the LCD screen. To turn off, you will need to press and hold the power button for about 1 second. It will take about 10 seconds for the operating system to shut down. This power button is what I like to call a super button. If you get lost on a screen or you just want to get back or out of a screen, just press that power button for half a second. So just a short press and it will cancel the current screen. Additionally, the TruVision will power itself off after 15 minutes of no activity. So let's take your first capture. Power up the TruVision. The first thing you will notice in the TruVision is the splash screen and then the self-test results screen. This will display briefly to indicate all self-tests proved positive and you're ready to go. This will take a couple of seconds. The TruVision will automatically load the system setup screen. To move past this screen, just simply pull the trigger. The live video will appear in the upper half of the screen. Use the sighting scope or the LCD screen and the aiming reticle to aim the TruVision at the selected target. Pull the trigger and hold it down. Do not release it. The laser will fire after a short delay. Continue to press the trigger. Keep the device sighted on the target. The measured speed will be displayed on the screen and in the sighting scope. Do not release the trigger. You only want to release the trigger once you have your target past the auto capture distance. This is when the still image is captured. This is a perimeter that can be set in the first system screen. The factory is going to default this at 229 feet. I have found I like to set it around 250 to 300 feet. Once you have the still image captured, you may release the trigger. There is an audible tone associated with this, so be aware of that tone as it's going to help you as you become more proficient at using the TruVision. You now have a full-length video of the violation, the vehicle, and the license plate. So let's talk about the system information screens. There are only 4 system information screens. They're all important, but I've found that once an agency has done their initial setup, that most users only want to consider changing perimeters on the first page. I'm not going to go through these screens in this video because this video is just to give you a brief overview and help you with getting your first capture. But just know that if you've got a brilliant idea of how you would like to use this device, that the LTI engineers have already thought about it and given you tools in these system screens to make all your wishes come true with it. So at this point, you have a few videos captured that you would like to play back on the TruVision. So let's discuss how to play a video on the TruVision. Tap what looks like the film icon on the toolbar. So it looks something like this. Now, this could either be a red button or a yellow button, depending on if you're in a system screen or in the capture screen. So tap the arrow buttons. Once you've tapped the film icon, you want to tap the arrow buttons to move forward or backwards among the clips. Or you have a button to explore a list of file events as well. So once you determine the event that you want to preview, tap the check mark button and then the green play button. You can enlarge by pressing the plus button. You can also preview video on a computer using the Clip View software that came with the TruVision kit. The TruVision Clip Viewer is a software program that runs on a computer and allows you to transfer event files to the computer. You can also play motion clips, save still images, and print images from the Clip Viewer. LTI's 2020 TruVision has taken video and photo enforcement of traffic violations to the next level. A laser with a digital video camera which records dangerous driving behaviors. The TruVision provides more features than ever offered before. Thank you for viewing this video and stay safe out there.